Welcome to Whisky Ace. This is a new setting. We're outside tonight. We've got the beautiful sunset and we're in New Scotland, which is Nova Scotia, Canada. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to follow on from an article we had on whiskyace.com, which was whiskey and matching with creme brulees. I actually mentioned this to a chef a couple of months ago that I thought a lot of whiskeys go so well with creme brulee. And he said, which one? And I said, well, I'm not sure on my whiskey yet. And he actually said, no, which creme brulee? Because it turns out there's about 20 of them. So what we did is we had the original creme brulee, which we matched with Bushmills 10, and you can find that on our site, whiskyace.com. But tonight what we thought we'd do is we try something a little richer, and it just so happens that we have an Irish cream O'Casey's, which is a creme brulee flavor. So we would hope that that's going to work with a creme brulee. And what our two delightful chefs, who refuse to be on this but are in the kitchen, actually did a creme brulee with the O'Casey's Irish cream, 3 tablespoons. And as you can see, I've always liked to say this, we have one prepared. However, I'd just like to talk a little bit about whiskey food matching, and you'll see over the series of videos on YouTube with whiskyace.com, I'm going to talk an awful lot about food matching. And what I like to do is I like to have a perfect marriage. I'm not looking for opposites attract, I'm looking for that perfect harmony. Now you will find occasionally that in the wine industry you'll find a Thai curry, a hot curry with Gewürztraminer, which is exactly the opposites, and they work, and it's actually called a contrast. In whiskey, we don't want a contrast. We want a perfect marriage. We want a harmony of all the flavors. So we have a creme brulee, hope you can see that, creme brulee from Deborah and Bob with 3 tablespoons of the delicious O'Casey's Irish cream creme brulee. Also goes very well in coffee first thing in the morning. And what we've decided to do, there are many single malts that would work with this actually. I find that I want a single malt that's been matured in sherry. Sherry gives you a lot of spice, honey, and it's sort of a little bit sort of ginger biscuit creamy on the taste, and also has that sherry finish. So I'm hoping, as you probably know, I only take one take on these videos, so I have not as yet done this. We're actually going to find out now, but I'm quite sure it's probably going to work. That is so richer and creamier than the original. And I always like to do the food first, which when you're ever doing whiskey and food, always taste the food first. Then we take the single malt. As you can see, I'm all about ice, and especially with food matching, because you don't want 40 to 43% alcohol. It's too much alcohol, so dilute it down so it doesn't overmask the food too much. Okay? We'll have a little taste of this, and remember on my first video I said how to enjoy a single malt, where we chew it. That's absolutely delicious. Glenfarclas 10 from Speyside. And now what I like to do, and also when I do this I will not speak because otherwise, as I'd said in my first video, it's going to be very messy if I do that, is try them both together. That is absolutely delicious. Single malt scotch and creme brulee. Can you beat that? And this beautiful sunset. From Whiskey Ace, until next time, see you later.